All right then. So we start on YouTube, and we're gonna do as well TikTok. Just wait a second. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna start the live TikTok in both. Oh, TikTok is so annoying. Short. Here we go. This one maybe. Yeah. So we like TikTok now, and also we live on YouTube, just in case Mr. TikTok want to be annoying, and so we can do both. All right. Sorry for the mess, but it is what it is. So we are having today, we are platform, sorry, we are just doing the live TikTok on TikTok and also on YouTube. So everything is recorded. If anything's go wrong, I can download the YouTube and TikTok can complain. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we are gonna do. So today is talking. Well, I actually need to charge my phone. Literally, it's like gone now. It's gonna go in soon, so I really need to charge my phone. You're gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you there for a second. Just wait a second. Yeah, Paloma is clever. She didn't put the phone to charge. So yeah, now I have to put my phone to charge. Yeah, meanwhile you're coming in, I'm just gonna plug this thing. Hold on 1 second. I have full of cables. This one. Later. This is ridiculous. This is literally ridiculous. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes these things happen. I'm not the best person doing live streams in terms of checking things before to start the streaming. Sorry about that. I'm a disaster. I know. Just okay. Where is the cable? Oh my god. I am a disaster. What is going on? Where is the cables? Paloma, where do you leave the cables? Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. What's Paloma did with the cable? I need to put the charger because it's just 40% of battery. Very clever, Paloma. Where is the bloody cable, Paloma? Where did you put it? Da, 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 da. Meanwhile, sorry, why you get that heavy eating plants? What do you mean my coat is big? Yes, my coat is big because it's hot. It's cold here. Yeah. Don't want to pay the heating. Bacon tastes so good. So if you taste good, it's okay to murder you. That's weird. You guys put very bad excuses, like literally. Like, oh my god, humans and dogs taste good. Yeah, therefore let's go on to murder some dogs. That's stupid. I don't care about these big pigs behind the door. The what? What about if someone don't care about you? Yeah? Would you like that? That's the thing. You cannot just say, I just don't care. Well, maybe one day someone don't care about you and someone is gonna happen to you. And then you're gonna say, oh, but why does it nobody cares about me? Because you're selfish. So this is what's happening with selfish people. When selfish people are selfish, bad things happen to them. Selfish. Oh wow. My goodness. Sorry. Let's put this here. Yeah. Oh gosh, I still don't know where the charger is. This is ridiculous. Hello, ma, this is getting funny. Sorry, guys, it's just a little bit funny because I'm gonna die. My battery is gonna die like literally in 5 minutes, and I didn't realize when I started like TikTok that I don't have the charger around. That's me looking for a cable. Oh gosh, maybe this one is working. Let's see. This is working. Oh no, this is ridiculous. Okay, let's have a look. This battery. Make the deal. Sorry guys, I'm just silly. I'm gonna prepare next time properly. Not charging. Great. Great, Paloma, great. What a mess. What a mess. Okay, sorry guys. That was messy. Now, yeah, we done it. Finally, we got charging in the phone. So we can start the live. Kind of. Did you ride the bus today? No. It's just cold. Why suddenly people get like racist? So, see, Jesus, like literally Jesus. Oh, do you buy that is a racist comment? Yeah. What expect from a person who kill animals? Well, not that. Like a racist comment. I wouldn't expect anything else from a person like eating animals, racist, sexist, maybe hitting wife. Sure, you will do all these kind of things. Obviously, trying to deleting the message. The material is polyester. Yeah, it's vegan 100%. Yeah, this is like, oh, I like to give a little bit of, I need to give like I have a reason to be murdering animals, and just gonna point it out any hypocrisy that you're not gonna be able to find, isn't it? Yeah, you're a racist, the Butcher Brand, if you're the one that say the bus comments. What about if I drive a bus? Now what? You eat your fucking words? Racist? Totally racist. Polycarbonate is vegan, yes. It's not made of animal products. Hold on, let's have just some drinks. Just Paloma is not very prepared to drink. It's not the best way. No, it's not that cold to be honest. It's fine. Just gonna close the door to make this a bit more like this cold. Let's change the code just because the guy who the bus. Now I'm working in TFL, yeah, or something like that. I don't know. Why is that even comment even relevant? This racist comment, of course. What do you expect from a racist? To be, of course, meat eater. I don't expect anything less from a meat eater. Like literally, I don't. Just gonna have some drinks as well because I can't handle meat eaters without having a drink. Yes, you were talking about if I drive in buses. What is your problem with bus drivers? You're a farmer. What do you think people think about farmers? Yeah. Should I say all the things that people talk about farmers? Well, butchers. Yeah. For sure you didn't go to school or maybe your mother didn't educate you properly. I get it. All right, so we are live TikTok and live YouTube. You also can write comments here in the YouTube account. You can request both box to be up in the box. Hold on. Wait a second. We have another. Racist. It's called Dear 91. It's a nice racist comment. Great. Hello, it's Mel and Steve. How are you? I just started the live a little bit. We've been today doing a crime scene. A person was doing the lamb, and then we were doing outreach. I did a bit of YouTube, but the connection was terrible because I'm assuming it was tons of people there, and so connection wise it was like worst thing ever. Yeah. Well, it's not just having conversations in the street today. I just want to chill a little bit from time to time. I like to do live streams more than anything, but sometimes when you go in the street, they cannot say all the stupid things that they say online. So all the trolls and all that, they just calm down a little bit. But still, I have today plants have feelings like, what? Yes, you are exactly like a potato, isn't it? People think they are a potato. People think that they are like, exactly. Eating animals is a form of racism. So I get a lot of xenophobia in the channel because I have an accent, because I'm a woman, because I'm white, overly white. I don't know, like so much racism. So of course, if they are racist or sexist, how the hell they are not going to be non-vegan? Of course, that is what is going to happen. You relax with a good plate of bacon, but the pigs, they get in gas chambers, they don't get to relax. So I hope you enjoy to think thanks to you, an animal has to go to a gas chamber, same method that we used back in the days to gas humans to death. That must be something that you love. I don't know. The new Nazis are the non-vegans, yeah, putting, animals in these kind of situations. Yeah. Right. Their existence is simply to sustain us. No, that is what you want to do. Exactly. We people oppress. Exactly. The strong protect. The problem is that guy is just so weak. They have to harm innocent living beings, isn't it? That's the thing. Okay, we have maybe the first get. I think is gonna be a troll. Okay, I think he ran away. Scared to speak with a vegan, isn't it? Because there is no excuse for animal abuse. There is no excuse to not be vegan in 2026 unless you're a coward or unless you're just uneducated, you don't know how to read. Well, even if you don't know how to read, you don't have excuse. Because nowadays you have also, platforms that they can read for you and they can read loud. So even if you don't know how to read, you can listen or you can ask someone. So it's not like you don't have access to information in 2026. Exactly. We need babies. That's a weak behavior. Yeah. You're a literal butcher. This is amazing. Would you like to know the best cuts of meat? Yeah, I want to know what is the best cut of dog, please. What is the best cut for a dog? I want to know. How you chop a dog into pieces? Yeah? Do you do that as well as butcher? Cats? Dolphins? I don't know, I'm just wondering. You had dogs tacos in Tijuana. I don't think so. In Tijuana, you have dogs. I'll have a look. Can you eat dogs in Tijuana? No, you cannot eat dogs in Tijuana. So you basically unalive a dog illegally in Tijuana. That's fantastic. Great. You're such a great person. Unaliving living beings illegally in other country. That's great from you. They still do it. You support something illegal because it's not legal. Yeah, you can have in some countries, children, that doesn't mean it's legal. If you go to Thailand, illegally you can get the children. That doesn't make it right. Yeah. You supporting something like that. What do you expect from a butcher? And nothing less than that. I don't expect nothing less. Maybe you, when you're going to Thailand as well, you do that as well, isn't it? Get the children or something like that. For sure.
Hi.
Hello. Your age, please.
18.
All right. So what is the definition of veganism?
It's like not exploiting animals for like your own like pleasure.
Yeah, we don't exploit animals for any purpose, food, clothes,
Yeah.
entertainment, animal testing. What do you think about that?
I'm not sure yet because like animals eat like bugs. That's just like us eating animals.
Yeah, but you have morals. Animals do not have morals. They don't have. Can you put song out, please?
Pardon?
Can you remove the music from the background?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So it's like you say, the mantis. There is a bug that after have sex with a male, they eat his head. Do you do that as well? Because bugs do things.
Could you repeat yourself, please?
So I know there is a bug that after the mate with the male, She gets hungry and eat the head of the male. Do you do that?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
I don't know. I think you were like thinking about nature. Nature is weird. I mean, we don't behave like we do in nature. Do you do that as well? Thinking. No, isn't it?
It's a hard one, isn't it?
So you eat the head of your boyfriend after mating?
Of who?
Of your boyfriend or girlfriend after mating?
What?
Yeah. Do you understand this bag? There is a bag. Oh, let me see. How is called in English? Sorry. Yeah, the religious mantis. Do you know this bag? The religious mantis is a bag, like literally an insect, that after mating, because he got
Mantis, like the bug?
yeah. After mating, she eats the head of the male.
Okay.
Literally. So do you do that as well? Because animals do things, so we have to mimic what animals do. Or what?
I'm just saying, animals eat bugs. Like,
yeah, and do you eat? So you eat bugs?
No, I'm just saying it's like kind of the same thing as humans eating meat.
But you can eat plants. You're not a bug. You are not an animal. Yeah, you're different than animals. Animals sniff their own asses. They lick their balls, their parts. Do you do that as well? Just wondering.
I'm not too sure.
So do you lick, your intimate parts?
That's very inappropriate.
I know. This is what animals do. They sniff their own asses. They sniff other asses as a greeting. You sniff someone else's asses.
This is very inappropriate.
I thought that you were following what animals do in the nature. Yeah, so you understand that. So what I'm trying to explain is you don't act like a wild animal because you are different.
It's gonna be a long year.
Sorry? So you sniff your ass bosses or your teacher boss. Oh, sorry, or your teacher ass.
I like steak.
I like dog steak. What do you think about that?
You always bring up dogs, mate.
It's tasty, delicious, yummy. The heart, the best part. Eating the heart.
Fat is the best part of the steak.
The heart of the dog is still pumping, freezing. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. Do you like that as well? Dog heart?
And damn it, stop. Mate, just the lamb is so juicy.
Dog heart.
Dog heart or in there.
Dog heart? Cat heart?
Well, see you later. I don't know. Steak is the best.
Yeah, dog steak.
And KFC or doing like
I understand you eat cat. Kentucky Fried Cat, isn't it?
Well, I'll have to talk to you another day, but
Kentucky Fried Cat. Kentucky Fried Cat.
Kentucky Fried Heart.
Cat. Kentucky Fried Cat. What is in the C stand for? It's not for chicken. No, it's for cat. Oh gosh, it's so funny sometimes to talk with the kids. Kentucky Fried Cat, guys. Yeah. What is my logic? I just don't understand your logic, guys. Why would you want to munch someone's corpse? It's weird as shit. Like literally weird. Hello, this is not an AI photo. Your age, please.
23.
Great. What is the definition of veganism?
Yeah, people that just don't exploit animals for their use.
For food, clothes, entertainment, animal testing, and any other purposes, all right? It's not just a diet.
Yeah.
All right, great. So why are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
So you are pro exploiting animals.
You know it.
Sorry?
Yes.
So if, for example, you are pro zoos, circuses, kicking dogs in the face, if someone wants to kick a dog in the face. Yeah?
No, because there's no purpose to that.
Yes, entertainment.
Like riding horses.
Yeah, exactly. Like punching dogs in the face can be an entertainment.
No, it's not a form of entertainment.
It is for some people. Who are you to judge?
Okay, so you're okay with pedophilia then, right?
You are pro animal exploitation.
No.
Yeah, I ask you, are you pro animal exploitation? If you are pro animal exploitation, you mean
there's a purpose.
Yeah, entertainment.
Do you think that the rodeo is exploitation?
Yes, the animal don't want to be in the fucking arena, mate.
Do you know how well those animals are treated?
Yeah. Did you want to be in a? Did you want to be?
Wild.
Yeah. Did you want to be treated like a rodeo animal?
Dude, I would totally be a rodeo horse. What are you talking about?
Yeah, someone jumping in your back, hitting your legs, and then someone try to grab you by the legs if you are a cow. It's such a nice thing, isn't it?
Yeah, they're treated better than any other.
Okay, why you don't tell your mother to be a rodeo animal?
Because that's not possible.
Why not? We can do rodeo humans.
You ever been to the rodeo?
You can pin down a human. Yeah, is that your thing? You want to
No, it might be someone else's.
Oh, yeah, but at least the person, if they do that, they do on consent. The animal do not consent on that.
Animals can't consent.
Exactly. The absence of consent is not consent. I hope you understand that when you also, a person cannot even talk to you. If a woman cannot speak, I hope you're not going to go and rape the woman because she cannot consent. Yeah. I hope you're not going around in hospitals with women in a coma and say, because they cannot speak,
Wait, so do you think that
so the absence of consent, listen to me, the absence of consent is not consent.
Do that?
Sorry? No, non-vegans maybe do that because you are not consensual.
Maybe.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
What do you think are the percentage of non-vegans do that?
Maybe a lot. Maybe you do it because you still think it's okay to do that. Because you think it's the absence of consent is consent.
Can you show me one study that proves that non-vegans are more likely to rape someone than vegans?
Well, definitely you are pro no consent.
No.
Yes, because you no consent. The animals do not consent to be killed or be right or all these kind of things.
When a lion eats some sort of animal, does that require consent?
The lion is a human being.
No, a lion.
Great, fantastic. The lion don't understand about consent, but do you understand about consent?
Of course.
Great. So if you understand the concept of consent, you should do things consensually. All right. The lion also grape the lioness because they don't care about consent. Are you gonna go around because lions grape?
Do you know anything about nutrition?
Answer the question. Are you gonna go around because lions grape?
Lions don't grape.
Yes, lions grape. Totally. They're going around to all the females.
Yeah.
You should read more.
Do you think that I do read, honey?
No, you don't.
Do you have a degree?
I don't have to have a degree to know how to read. I think you don't know how to read.
You might.
I think you don't know how to read. That's the problem.
Really? So if I have a degree, how do I not know how to read?
For how long have you been reading about veganism?
Literally never. I have so much better things.
Great. So I've been reading about veganism for 5 years. So I know more things than you, definitely.
5 years?
Because I've been
vegan. Is this your job?
No, this is not my job. Understand when Martin Luther King, it wasn't his job. He did because he thought it was the right thing to do. Suffragette
Wait,
is
are you comparing veganism to civil rights?
yes, it's a social injustice movement.
It's not,
exactly.
it's
You
not.
are because you are an ignorant. You never read about this topic. Of course, you don't understand.
Because I'm a what?
An ignorant, a person who don't read.
Ignorant. I can't really understand you sometimes.
Yeah, I understand because you try to belittle my message, isn't it? You just try to say, "Oh, I don't understand you." I can be racist as well.
Wait, me saying that I can't understand your accent?
No, I don't
racist?
believe you don't understand my accent. My accent, people can understand perfectly my accent. Suddenly, you can't.
No, but when you said ignorant, I couldn't understand that for a second.
So you don't understand the word ignorant.
No, but when you said it a second time, I understood it.
Okay, now you understand. You're an ignorant when a person don't read. Yeah, or just ignorant about a topic.
So if I don't read about veganism, I'm ignorant.
You are ignorant about veganism, yeah.
No, I'm really not.
You are ignorant about veganism, and that is the fact, yeah?
Does veganism farm?
I'm ignorant about heart surgery, for example, yeah? I'm ignorant about many different topics. You are an ignorant about veganism.
I'm really not.
I ask you for how long you've been reading about veganism. And you say, no, nothing. So you are an ignorant about the topic. That is totally...
I've taken nutrition classes in university.
That is not veganism. I asked you at the beginning, what was the definition of veganism? Yeah, veganism is not a diet. Plant-based is part... No, veganism is not a diet. I asked you at the beginning, what is the definition of veganism? We are against the exploitation of animals in all senses. Food, clothes, entertainment, animal testing. Yeah, it's not just a food. We are against exploiting animals because we don't have to eat animals. We don't have to wear them. We don't have to use them for entertainment. Yeah, you understand now? For the second time. I have to explain the same person twice the concept because sometimes people don't get it. Yeah, of course. You go, isn't it? Because you don't have any clue about the topic that we're talking about here. Why is it looking so weird in the other camera? This light. Okay. Look better in the other camera. It's so silly. All right. I think maybe... Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. It's trying to... Okay, so let's see. Oh, the butcher, that is going to be funny. Hello?
Hello.
Your age, please.
37.
Great. So can you explain to me what is the definition of veganism?
It's the exploitation and use of animals or animal products.
Great. Not just for food, clothes, entertainment, animal testing. Yes, because animals are not here for us, our individuals are not potatoes. Yeah, they want to live. So if we have alternatives, it's necessary what we do to animals. All right.
You know that plants give off a pulse, and they literally have their, like, if you put a meter up to a plant.
If you're gonna talk about plants, I'm gonna let you go.
Carries energy.
I'm gonna let you go.
Killing plants, right?
I'm gonna let you go. I don't want to talk about plants because you are stupid right now talking about plants. It's just disrespectful when someone talk about plants, comparing plants to a pig in a gas chamber. Are you for real? Yeah, that's the kind of ignorant people that we talk in every single day. That's the kind of people that we have to handle every single day. No, I don't want to talk with a person that thinks the animals are on the same level than plants. Literally. What's going on? Why is these things? Oh, great. There is science to back it up. Then eat rocks. Then stop eating animals because animals eat plants like 3 times more. So you concern so much about plants suffering because you're a plant rights activist. Just go vegan for the plants. I'm assuming you're not gonna go vegan for the plants. Yeah. Sorry to break it to you. You still need to eat plants to be more ethical. What the fuck? I didn't put that person in the box. How the hell did this person get into the box? What on earth? Do vegans buy special vegan soap? Yes, we do. Not special. You just buy soap that is vegan. Ta-da! That has the the bunny rabbit and vegan logo because some formulas are not vegan. So yes, we use. It's not that we use the special ones. There is a lot of brands now they're vegan. Like I use Dove, for example, for washing my hands, and I use Lush, for example, is cruelty-free, a vegan, and I also use what's called Body Shop as well. I mean, and even now a lot of brands now jumping into vegan trend as well. Yes. So you you know vegan, so it's not like that suddenly they put you like vegan product. You need to check the back and check that have the vegan logo and that they have the bunny rabbit and the vegan logo. And usually for example Dove the soap cream, you have few different brands that they can do vegan, and a lot of products now are vegan, even cleaning products as well. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the batches are. Oh, come on, mom. You know what? When I'm going to a batches live talk, they got so much piece off. They block me. Because I'm saying the truth, and they don't want the clients knowing that they're eating dead bodies, isn't it? And they got so much piece off. Farmers, farmers, homesteaders, butchers, all of them scared of one little vegan. Oh my God, that says the truth. Watch your minion. So all your clients, Dominion, the butcher. Please, butcher, watch yourself, Dominion, because maybe you are a butcher, but you don't understand how animals are alive, isn't it? All right. So, do we have anyone on? Oh. So we are doing live TikTok and we also doing YouTube. If you're in YouTube, you also can request, can also make comments. It's up to you. Yeah. Alrighty. Genuine question: why do you think in the US veganism dropped from 20 to 5% via Gallup? I don't believe that, but around the world it's growing. Let me just show you. And just because the movement is not growing and we get stuck, that doesn't mean we're wrong. It's just because people is just disgusting and selfish. That's the thing. Or we can maybe less influencers, less publicity. There's many different things. Actually, veganism is on the fucking rise, mate. If you go into the veganuary chart, is going out of the roof. Yeah, just don't go to the key trends. Yeah. So actually, in retail value, it's actually the other way around. Like literally, in global plant-based food markets value at approximately $10.7 billion in 2024. In its projected nearly triple by 2033. 2033. So in the United States, plant-based retail says 8.1 billion in 2024. Yeah, with roughly 59% of households now purchasing plant-based food products occasionally. And yeah, and then we're just telling you why exactly. So no, you're just telling garbage here, as usual. Meat eaters, they just uneducated as usual. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, your age, please. You can also check veganuary as well.
25.
So 45.
25.
25. All right. What is the definition of veganism?
Veganism is the idea of not using animal products or eating any animal products or using exploitation of animals.
Yeah, we are against the exploitation of animals for any purpose, not just food, clothes, entertainment, animal testing. Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
So real quick.
So what do you think about that? I want to know first your opinion on that.
No, I'm not vegan.
Why not?
Because it is a part of our society and culture that we eat animal.
Yeah, in my culture that we have bullfighting, and against my culture. You can use your brain. You don't have to follow what your culture says. If your culture was a racist or support slavery, then you will follow slavery or racism, isn't it?
If we don't want to follow our culture, then we should destroy every home that we have.
Sorry, so you are saying to me that if you were born in the 1500s, you will have a slave in your home? I'm assuming because it's cultural.
So you're just going to assume that, okay?
No, you say because something is cultural, then we cannot just even talk about if something wrong in the culture. Like, for example, in some cultures, they lapidate women. Do you think that is fine because it's cultural, no?
No, I don't justify the rape of women. That's not a good thing.
No, stoning a woman to death, for example, in some cultures. So that is good because it's cultural.
No, but there's a difference between, again, you're going a difference between...
No, I'm just giving you examples of how culture is not an excuse for anything. Yeah, we need to use our own brains.
So if we're going to do that logic then, okay, do you live in a home?
Yes.
Do you live in a suburb?
What do you mean in a suburb? Mainly
you live in a suburb, okay.
I live in a city.
So that used to be an animal's home.
Sorry?
That used to be an animal's home, correct?
No, it's not animal's home.
No, did it used to be before the house was
built? No, it's not animal's home.
Did it used to be an animal's home?
No, animals don't have the property of anything. Like, we also don't have the property of anything. This is why you get it wrong things.
So, Henry, then if that's the case, then do you not believe in animal autonomy?
Sorry?
Do you believe in animal autonomy?
What do you mean body autonomy? I already explained to you, I'm against the exploitation of animals.
Yes, autonomy means freedom.
I'm saying we are against the exploitation of animals. Why are you pro-exploiting animals? Why are you trying to divert the topic?
Because I'm telling you that you're not a vegan.
No, I already explained to you for the 5th time. We are against the exploitation towards animals as far as practical and possible in a fucking world in 2026. We're not in a stone age. We don't say you go into a cave to live like, I don't know, like a tree-hugger. No, veganism is saying, okay, you have a life, we understand. We just don't exploit animals. How simple is that? Simple as shit. It's pretty simple. It's like trying to make your life, but without putting a pigs in a gas chamber, or without buying skin from a cow, or without going to a rodeo and torture an animal. It's just not that difficult. Yeah.
Do you believe in the idea that animals should be caged or free?
I believe in the idea that we should leave the animals on their own as far as we could. But the problem is, animals that they are domesticated, they won't be able to survive in the wild nowadays. So depending on the animal, like for example, pandas, very difficult to reproduce. So I will not be disagreed with having reproductive um, campaigns. So for example, sanctuaries where they actually keep the pandas there, so the pandas don't die. Because very difficult reproduction from pandas. The same reason for dogs and cats. I don't say you have to throw now your cat or your dog from your home. Rather than that, because dogs and cats will die. Maybe cats no, but dogs most likely will die pretty quickly. So you have the duty of care for animals that are not going to be able to survive in the wild. It's the duty of care. You bring an animal into the wall. Sorry, if you bring an animal into the wall that's not going to be able to survive, is that you have the duty of care. Like if you have a children, you just cannot just leave the children on his own when he's 5, isn't it?
I mean, eventually the kids do, after a little bit, learn things and then move on.
Yeah, but the problem is animals, you understand that they don't have the same kind of abilities in that sense, with all your respect. So animals will have more or less the abilities of a 3-year-old child. Would you leave a 3-year-old child in the street after 3 years old?
I mean, no, you don't do that, but also
great. So we don't do that with other animals that they cannot survive in the wild because they've never been in that environment and they don't know how to do it. Like if these species, for example, they have been surviving for years. Of course, there is, for example, wild boars, they're perfectly fine living in the wild. Unfortunately, the current pigs, they can't. But what I wouldn't do is breeding these animals. What I don't want is to breed these animals anymore.
So you'd rather the current farm animals, pig animals, and chickens, all that stuff, you'd rather them just die out and then from there, correct?
Die out and die that bye-bye, because they live in horrible bodies. Why you want to bring to life to animals that they die in 2 years and they have horrible pains all their lives? That is evil in itself.
Many animals go through different lifespans and different life cycles.
No, the problem is these chickens, for example, Frankenstein chickens, they have all these health issues not because of their breed. It's because humans has been selected breed these animals and now they're sick animals because of humans, of course. What other?
Do you have any pets out of curiosity?
Sorry?
Do you have any pets?
No, we don't call it pets as well. We are their caretakers.
Okay. Do you have any animals you take care of?
I have pigeons in the garden and rats, but they live their life. I live my life and just feed them.
Okay. So you have rats that are they wild rats? Or are they domesticated?
No, in the garden.
Okay, in the garden. So they are naturally eating bugs and everything like that. Is that okay to you?
Yeah, they don't understand morality.
So they don't understand morality. Okay, so
yeah.
they do whatever. Okay.
So, but you understand morality, and I don't feed the rats bags. I just they have the scraps from the pigeons.
But at that point, you're still keeping them around, and you shouldn't be doing that. The rats are then at that point providing you a service to take care of any vermin.
Oh, they have enough food. They have enough food in my garden, so maybe they don't even need to eat the bags.
Food, why are you feeding scraps?
But I'm not a rat. You understand? I cannot speak with a rat, but I can speak with you. Yeah.
Okay, but we're talking about the rat, and you just said that if the rat.
Why are you trying to deflect in? Why suddenly you come to the rat? Why you are not vegan? I'm still vegan because I don't feed the rat meat. I feed the rat vegan food. What the rat do in the wild, I cannot control. I can control what is in my hand. Yeah.
Well, you said you're their caretaker, therefore you can't.
No, it's not Mark. I'm not the caretaker of these animals. Are not my pets. Yeah, as you say, I just happen to have, they are my neighbors for me. I don't have to feed my neighbor either. I can give her favors. I don't have to be responsible for these animals. If I move out, they're gonna stay here. They are my neighbors right now in this moment. So when I leave, they will have to find another source of food.
So okay, so then why? Okay, you're feeding wild animals. That means you are domesticating them at a very slow rate. You know that, right?
They are not domesticated. They live in their homes, in their areas.
Okay, but are you leaving food out for them?
Yeah.
Do they see that you give them food?
Yeah. No, the rats, they just...
That's called domesticating.
Not necessarily. So the pigeons...
They are learning. They are learning.
So you think the seagulls are domesticated animals as well?
Yes, it's terrible the way they are. They eat crap.
But they're not domesticated.
They are. You were training them.
Do you have a seagull in your home?
No, I do not have birds in my home.
Yeah. So actually, pigeons were domesticated back in the days. Humans were just disgusting with pigeons. We just throw them basically in the street. Yeah. Sorry, we have. I just need to find the charger. It's not working. Thank you, Tina. Why is not working this charger? Silly. It's silly. Where's the cable? Seriously, this is silly, guys. Oh my God, Paloma. Yeah. Where do you have your break from time to time? There we go. Sorry, guys. I just technical problems of charging. I don't know if you should do this. Okay, let's have a look. No. Okay, because I'm assuming I'm doing it in... Okay, great. Alrighty, so... Why it's always the same people? Hello. I think you've been here before, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're a child.
I'm not a child, innit? I'm 18.
18. You sure about that?
I am generally sure, yeah. Just I'm ill, so I sound young.
Alrighty. So what is the definition of veganism?
So basically, I've got a nervous laugh, that's all. I'm not laughing at you whatsoever.
Sorry?
I've got a nervous laugh, so I'm not laughing at you. I just giggle at myself. It's nothing to do with you.
Oh, it's a tick.
No, it's not a tick. I'm autistic, so.
Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Okay. Okay.
Sorry. So the definition of veganism is like, so it's like an activism for like animals. So like you don't eat meat or eat anything that is made of animals to protect them. Okay, it's not about protection. So we keeping them safe, not eating them, because obviously that's like exploitation or like not eat because they're sentient beings. Basically, that's why I don't eat them.
Yeah, we are against the exploitation of animals, not just for food, clothes, entertainment, animal testing. Yeah, and what do you think about this?
Well, part of me, like, I'm a meat eater, and I'll be honest about that. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm vegan when I'm not. Most people will do that. I'm going to be honest and say I eat meat. The reason why I do it is because it's my safe food.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you are a meat eater.
I'm sorry?
I don't think you are a meat eater.
I am a meat eater.
So you eat meat? So you eat dogs, cats, rats?
No, I don't eat dogs, cats,
exactly.
Rats.
So you're not a meat eater, and you're not just eating meat. So that's what I'm trying to explain. Sometimes we are like delimiting like thinking like, oh, meat eater. And I get it. I also say meat eater a lot of times. But what is the opposite of veganism? Have you ever thought about this?
And it like, to be honest, not really.
Do we have a term for the contrary of veganism?
The opposite. No, I don't think so.
Why is that? Have you ever thought about this?
Not really.
I understand. So I listen Melanie Joy, for example, is a psychologist. And if we're doing things for because of ethics and choices, you also are partaking in a belief system. Yeah, your belief system is you want to oppress animals because you think you're superior. Therefore, animals are here for you for whatever reason you want to. All right. So what do you think about this ideology, violent ideology that you want to take, oppress animals for your own selfish reasons?
I won't say I'm being selfish. I'm more just being comfortable. Like, as I said, meat is one of my safe foods, like chicken, lamb, and stuff like that. It could be something that I can change in the future if I'm like able to do it. I would have to talk to people about it.
Okay. What about if someone says food is human made? Is that okay?
Obviously not, because that'd be literally like disgusting. Like, why would a human eat?
Well, not for that person because it's their safe food.
Yeah, but nobody would do that because they'd get arrested. It's literally illegal.
Yeah, but it's their safe food. They feel good when they eat meat, like Jeffrey Dahmer, for example. It was his safe food.
I don't think Jeffrey Dahmer was autistic. There's a difference.
No, he actually did because he couldn't control himself. Actually, so he wanted to eat it. Yeah.
That's because he was a mass killer, though.
The thing is, but let's say, imagine if someone say, "My comfort food is humans." Will you accept that? Will you accept that excuse?
No, I don't think people eating people is right. No.
Yeah. So what is the difference between you and the lamb?
Well, a lot.
Let me ask you, do you think the lamb wants to live?
Obviously not, but that's just the way.
No, I'm asking you a question. Let me ask you one thing. Do you think we share things in common with a lamb, a chicken, and a pig?
No, not really, other than the organs.
Okay, no. You think animals do not share anything with humans? Do you want me to?
Well, yeah, they obviously have feelings.
Great. So animals have feelings, emotions, sadness, traumas. Well, just so you know, they also have likes and dislikes. Some animals won't like. Also, they are picky eaters. When I'm in the sanctuary, some sheep don't want to eat carrots, others they love it. Some others ones they like biscuits. Do you know that? For example, they like biscuits. So there ones they don't like biscuits. Some of them they like adults, some of them don't want. So do you think all dogs are the same, for example?
Well, yeah, because my grandma's dog doesn't really. She has her likes and dislikes, obviously. But my point is that.
No, but if you think about that, do you think all dogs are the same, exactly the same? All dogs do exactly behave exactly the same, or do you think dogs have personalities?
Dogs obviously have personalities.
Great. So the farm animals that you eat as well also have personalities. The problem is that you put them in a group and you remove their individuality. If I tell you that tonight you are going to eat Rosita, how would you feel about eating Rosita? There was an individual who maybe liked to eat lettuce, who was just like to run in the field, who just want to just scratch with his legs the grass, likes to feel the sun. Like I'm talking about Lolita the chicken. She just like to have some bathing as well. So these things, the chickens do these kind of things. They like just to going around, flapping around. What do you think about this? How would you feel now about Lolita eating Lolita the chicken?
Who's Lolita?
I'm just giving you an example. Lolita the chicken.
I mean, if you're just like eat another chicken, then chicken go
No,
ahead.
that's what I'm trying to say. You're just not eating a chicken. You are eating a particular chicken who was alive before, who don't have name, but I'm just gonna name me for you. This chicken is called Lolita. You are eating an individual who has likes and dislikes, like your dog, like your cat, or whatever other animals, who didn't want to die, who didn't want to the slaughterhouse, who didn't want to be gassed to death or be cut in their throat, who was their last moments of their life was suffering and pain.
I think my problem is with these live streams, like, don't get me wrong, I know you try to do a good thing, like, and that's completely fine. But I feel like a lot of content creators can be very pushed into their beliefs.
You're not pushing in when you're pushing your beliefs into the animal's throat.
See, that's what you're doing right there.
That is not pushing, that is giving you the facts. It's giving you the facts and you cannot handle them. That is a different story.
No, I can handle them.
I'm not sugarcoating any information. I'm giving you the information that is what is happening. The chicken that you're eating is going to be put in a gas chamber or cut the throat. We will be coming in a truck full of all the chickens without caring how they put in the chickens in the truck. Scared as death, fear for their life, smell blood, no food, no water for them, and then hang them upside down, cut the throat, or gas them to death. That is facts.
Yeah, it may be facts, but that's your belief, not everyone.
No, it's not. This is not a belief. I'm just telling you what's happening. It's not a belief. This is the reality. You are the one who put the knife, press the button, someone else cut in their throat or put in the gas chamber for you. That is the reality. If you want me to sugarcoating you, I can unfortunately sugarcoat reality because it's a harsh reality. And I understand it's hard for you to understand this, but this is happening because you pay for this to happen.
I know that's what goes on. I'm not stupid. I know that these animals are killed. But it's happened. No, please don't interrupt me because I'm trying to say something and I'm autistic, and if I'm trying to say something, I'll forget it.
I didn't try to interrupt you. I was saying just great. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm saying this has happened for centuries, and get that we're trying to do stuff now. But the thing is that you're pushing with your opinions and facts. Like, people are coming on to try and have a discussion with you, and me and you have had this discussion, and you've non-stop just interrupt when I've tried to say something, and I'm not just going to sit here and allow that when I have opinions as well.
So I let you speak. Thank you. So just because something has been done for thousands of years or 100 of years, that doesn't make it ethical. Women couldn't vote until 100 years ago. Women fight for their rights to vote, and people laughed about women. Women don't have to have vote. They're second citizen. Let me finish. Now you're interrupting, isn't it? I'm just proving what I'm trying to say. Exactly. You see, when I'm trying to say comparison, to make a comparison, just because something is done for thousands of years, that doesn't make it right. So now we are here to give you a point. And by the way, this is not have been done for thousands of years in all civilizations. There are other civilizations that they are actually peaceful towards animals, like Hinduism, like Buddhism, that they have a non-violence towards animals. However, you've been grow up in a violent society that tells you that you have to be violent towards animals. Animals are here for us, blah, 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 all this brainwashing that you've been told. Now I'm telling you that you can check this other ideology. This is a peaceful ideology where we don't see animals as resources. We see animals as another animal in the planet. They try to live their life. They also like your life. They don't want to die. They fear, they suffer, they have enjoyment, they have their families. We don't have to do this because we are picky or we like the taste of things. I understand you may have maybe more difficulties to change because you may have sensory issues or you have comfort food. However, if you think you're doing the right thing to do, you will do whatever it takes to be vegan. I have friends who are vegan and eat literally 4 vegan foods, because they are
Yeah,
very.
is 4 vegan foods healthy though? Is what I want to ask you, because I don't think 4 meals in their diet is healthy. They should be eating more.
No, but before they were
That isn't
eating.
healthy. That's how you create an eating disorder, darling, by eating 4
No,
foods.
they have an eating disorder before going vegan. Do you understand?
Yeah, but my point is though that could make it worse. Eating 4 foods is not healthy as much as you think it
So
is. It's
if
generally not healthy.
if you're eating an animal that makes you vomit because you cannot handle it, because you cannot eat in a corpse because suddenly it feels disgusting to your stomach, you cannot digest it, you cannot have it. You understand? And this is not about eating disorders or not, it's about justice. Yeah, as I said before, just because the only food that you want is human meat, that doesn't make it right. Yeah, you need to look for solutions and alternatives. Yeah, and it's gonna take you maybe a long time. I get it. Yeah, but then if you know what you're doing is right, you just do it. You just don't think, oh, it's gonna be hard. You just do things because they are the right thing to do. Like imagine when you, like for example, how hard it was to be a feminist 100 years ago. Yeah, but still women stood up for what they thought it was right, even if it was men trying to oppress them, or if it was men just laughing about women. They didn't give a shit. They still stood up and say, this is wrong, we have the right to vote, or we should have the right to vote, and they get it. Yeah, because when you stand for what is the truth, no matter what it's gonna take, you're gonna do it, because you think you are doing something, you are doing something right. Yeah,
My point is that you're comparing, what we've had to fight for as women to a diet.
what do you mean? The animals, they want to fight for their life. It's nothing compared.
You're interrupting me.
Sorry, I thought you just finished. That's why it
No,
was.
I'm saying you're comparing, right? Women being able to vote and all this stuff to a diet. Now you can say it's not a diet, it's saving animals, but at the end of the day, that's what it circles towards. And you're saying you're comparing women's rights and being able to vote, political stuff, by the way, lad, to something about things about eating because you want to save animals, which is completely fine. If you want to do that, it's completely fine, but not everyone has to follow along with that. But then you're going to go on and say that somebody's a bad person because they don't eat the exact same diet as you do.
Again, I already explained when you came here what veganism stands for. It's not a diet, first of all. I already explained to you. We are against the exploitation of animals, like slavery is wrong, oppression is wrong. You cannot just say one oppression is right and one oppression is wrong, because then you will support sometimes oppression always towards living beings because they're different than you. It's about being consistent with your thoughts. If you are against slavery, you should be against all slavery. If you are against all kind of discrimination, you should be against all discrimination. Just because someone is different than you, yeah, physically and mentally, that doesn't make it better or worse, and that doesn't make you can take an advantage of them. Yeah, otherwise we will take an advantage of people with learning disabilities or people with Alzheimer, because they're different than us. They have maybe mental health disabilities. Imagine if someone is taking advantage because they're different, but you're doing the same thing. I didn't finish. You're taking advantage of someone because he has different shape form and they have less capacity than you. How does it make you feel?
I just wanted to correct you. It's not when you say about Alzheimer's and stuff like that, it's not a mental disability. It's classed as a neurological disability. If you're going to know about disabilities, you do need to make sure you know the terminology on that, because you have just got that incorrect. Now,
it's a mental health. It's a mental health issue. It's a mental health issue.
It's not autism. It's not a mental health issue.
I say Alzheimer. I say Alzheimer.
Alzheimer's.
Yeah, Alzheimer and Alzheimer is a mental health issue. It's a mental health issue that happens with the time. Yeah, your brain degenerates. Yeah, or dementia, for example. I work with people with dementia, for example. So it's not that they are not them anymore. They just have mental health issues because their brain degenerates. Just because these people are different than us, we should not discriminate based on their intelligence or because they degenerate from their brain. The same reason for animals.
So,
Just because these animals look different than you and they have a less capacity, you should not discriminate based on intelligence or physical form.
oh my fucking god, I can't believe you just said that. Alzheimer's and dementia is not a mental health condition, it's a neurological condition that develops. Mental health is something that happens because of trauma, okay? It's not a neurological condition, Alzheimer's and dementia.
Great, but thank you for the clarification.
Difference.
Will you discriminate someone because they have a neurological condition?
No, I would not.
Okay, so you discriminate someone because they have inferior, like less IQ.
No.
You will discriminate someone because it's different, like you in body shape.
No.
So you do that. You discriminate an animal because they have different body shape and they have lower IQ. You have to be consistent.
So like, can I be totally honest with you, right? A pig doesn't really give a fuck about humans, okay? They're just like, shove a fucking apple in my mouth and like, let me have a fucking snack. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't care.
Talk for yourself how you're being around pigs.
I've seen a pig, and to be honest, they are quite scary.
Yeah, because you are not going around pigs.
No, but going back to the issue,
I do.
you need to get the facts straight. If you're going to go on about mental health conditions and neurological difference, please know the difference before stated opinions.
Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say? Just because, babies don't care about you, are you going to go around murdering kids?
Babies do care about me. I have a lot of family, and they love me.
I don't care about you, for example. So if someone don't care about you, it's okay for someone to murder you because they don't care about you.
Well, obviously not. It's illegal.
So so that is not a reason to murder someone just because they don't care about you.
Girl, that's my point.
I just pointed out. I just hold the mirror. I say the same words that you say, and then suddenly the same words that you say, the same logic that you say, sound bad. Means your logic is bad. It's flawed. You understand? You cannot just say, because they don't care about us, then I don't care about them.
No, but I am actually quite offended with what you've said about neurological conditions because my granddad had dementia, and you just mistaked that for a mental
My father
health
has Alzheimer.
Yeah, it's not a mental health condition. It is a neurological condition.
Sorry, I don't have the terminology right. I'm not English. Can you understand that I'm not English?
Yeah, but
great, thank you. And I understand, and I say, sorry, I didn't know that. Thank you for clarification. Can we move on?
Yes.
Great. Fantastic. Great. So now let me ask you one thing. What do you think about zoos, for example?
Huh?
What do you think about zoos?
Zoos?
ZOOS. Zoos. Like
zoos.
The animals in cages. Zoo. Yeah. Well, I was in plural.
Zoos, if the animals are kept in a safe environment, like there's a lot of zoos I don't agree with because of the way they keep their animals in small enclosures. But if they're fed and they're healthy and they get checked by animal professionals and everything, and they have a really good environment, I'd say zoos okay.
Yeah. Do you know that 100 years ago we have human zoos?
We don't have human zoos.
We had in England, in London, 100 years ago.
Not now, though.
Why we don't have human zoos? They are kept very nicely. They give them food, and people just have entertainment, going to the zoo to see other tribes, how they live. Yeah.
Girl, we don't eat leaves, okay? We don't really eat.
That existed. Human zoos was something real and not inventing the information.
It
You can
wasn't
go on.
zoos, sweetheart. It was, I can't really say that word, but it was slavery. That's what it was.
Sorry?
It wasn't, we didn't have zoos, okay?
Yes, we
Humans
have
had
zoos. Human zoos, you should read more. We have zoos in London of human tribes. So you can go there to the zoo and see certain tribes around the world.
Honey, it was slavery camps. It wasn't,
No, it was not slavery. 100 years ago.
well, it was, technically.
So it's okay to keep human zoos. Because,
No,
they...
it's not okay.
But why not? Because these people were fed, well cared. They will. I thought that was the main thing, that you keep you there. They take you from a tribe. They put you in a room. They give you food, shelter, water. Why it can be wrong to have human zoos? I just don't understand. I thought that was a good thing.
It was thousands of. There was never ever human zoos. It was years and years and years and years, centuries ago.
No, that was 100 years ago, mate. No long ago. So the zoos are horrible places for animals. So you should check the Marius case. So this giraffe, I think it was in New Zealand. They have, I think, I don't know how many giraffes. So they have a new baby and didn't have more space for more giraffes. And do you know what they did with Marius the giraffe?
Inform me if you want.
They unalive the giraffe in front of all the people, chop them into pieces and give them to the lions. And it was a totally healthy giraffe. Zoos don't care about animals. They take them from their natural habitat. They steal them from the It's like if someone kidnap you and put you in a room for someone entertainment. That is no. This is what they do. Zoos, they are not conservational projects. They are not sanctuaries. Zoos are places to put animals in cages for human entertainment. That is what zoos are.
I won't say for human entertainment. I think.
Have you ever been in a zoo recently?
No, because I am scared of animals. As I explained, I am autistic.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people that is autistic that they like animals. It doesn't mean all the autistic people is the same, yeah? So the thing is like, I'm going to explain to you because I think you don't know much about zoos. So no, zoos are like jails for animals because, for example, a lion will have to run tons of meters a day, and in these cages that they have with these kind of environments, they just pacing around. That is a sign of mental health, like distress, or let's say when you are in stress. Have you ever?
Mental health.
Yes, they have.
Oh my god!
They have
Please help us right now.
No. They have the depression. They also have traumas. They can have all these kind of things, but you should read more. You should read more. Yeah. They have depressions, traumas, have been happy and happy. I have a dog when I was a child, and it was a dog who has traumas. So every time that I was putting a food for him and for the other dog, she didn't want to eat it. He was waiting for my other dog to finish the food, and she then start to eat the food. She was scared sometimes, a lot of times, of me, and even after years, because I think the other owner hit this dog. It was for sure nasty.
What I mean to say is that like animals obviously like they have mental health, but it's not the same as what humans are.
You don't know that. It's actually even worse. Do you want me to tell you why?
Okay, go on then.
Okay, so animals do not have the concept of time. They live the day to day. So, for example, if an animal cut his leg, they will feel the pain until it stops. Means they don't understand. When you are a human, if you cut your leg, you have logical reasoning and timing, and you say, "Oh, don't worry, it will heal with the time." And that mental distress, it will go out of your brain. However, animals will suffer until the pain stops. That's even triple suffering than humans do. Let me give you an example. When your dog is waiting for you, is suffering until you're not coming back. The dog is gonna be there in the window. When is coming? When is coming back? When is coming back? And that is suffering. Even if you don't believe that, just read about this. These animals live moment to moment, and that is even worse in terms of suffering. If they suffer, they're gonna suffer until they don't suffer. But you have this mental capacity to understand that your suffering is gonna finish at some point.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave the conversation here. It was all right talking to you. Appreciate you taking time to let me know.
I encourage you to watch Dominion. That is a footage about what's happening in slaughterhouses and in farms. Have you ever watched it before?
No, I have not.
I encourage you to watch it. I know it's hard to watch, but imagine if it's for you hard to watch. Imagine for the animals.
All right. Also, there is somebody called Tony who wants to join. It's obviously your choice to accept or not. But I just thought I'd let you know.
Don't worry. I know I have a list here. Don't worry. Thank you for coming by.
Okay. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. And just wait a second before another guest is coming. I'm just gonna put a little bit the heater. I'm frozen here. Sorry guys, I'm literally frozen. Like literally frozen. This thing is like sold. Thank you, Sarah. Oh my God. Hold on one second. I'm gonna put this properly because this is annoying. Whew. Alrighty. Thank you, Sarah. Always there. It's always good to have your regular vegans there around fighting in the chat. One day we have to meet, I'm telling you. I like to meet people in person sometimes, about when you are in the live TikTok, and sometimes I say, "Oh yeah, I've been there." Hello? Hello, Tony? Your age?
What?
Your age?
Huh?
Your age. Your age.
Why?
I think you're a kid. Because you need to be plus 18. It's clear in the sign. Yeah? Exactly, kid. Well, I can see YouTube. Hello?
I'm 19.
Great. So what is the definition of veganism? The definition of veganism.
Veganism when you refuse to eat meat because of a particular reason.
No, it's not a
Then what
diet.
is it, please?
We are against the exploitation of animals for any purpose, food, clothes, entertainment, animal testing, because there is alternatives, and if there is alternatives, we don't have to do it. It's unnecessary.
So then, what is your view on cannibalism? Or do you think animals are humans?
Sorry?
Do you think humans are animals?
Humans are animals, yes.
So what
Biologically, humans are animals.
what about cannibalism?
I'm against cannibalism as well, of course.
So do you think cannibalism aligns with veganism?
No.
You should be against it.
Yeah, of course, I say I'm against cannibalism. I never said I usually eat humans. Since when I say usually eat humans, I'm pro human rights, animal rights as well. Yeah?
Okay. So that girl, you said animals don't have a concept of time.
No,
correct?
they don't.
Are you sure? Because there are many animals that in their genes they can sense the time.
How can you know that?
So hibernation, ants have a nuptial flight that allows them to make more colonies, and this nuptial flight is around spring.
Yeah, but they might do different because this is how they feel. But they don't do that like, or for example, because this is how their genes, their instincts, they do that. But if you cut an animal leg, yeah, they will suffer until they won't suffer anymore. Do you understand? If you chop an animal leg, they won't understand why he's in pain. He will say, "Oh, I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain." Yeah, the same reason, for example, when we try to treat the animals, even if they know that they're going to be better after we treat them, they still don't want to be treated because they just think in the moment. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any animal that loves beds. I mean, literally, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, let me give you an example. Like, for example, we have sheep in the sanctuary and they have all the time bad feet. This is a very common problem with sheep. And so we remove the grass and the mud that they got in between legs, and then we spray them with antibiotics. They know they're gonna be better after that. They still don't want to be catched, still don't want to feel suffering, still don't want to be in that situation, even though they know they're gonna be better because they live the day to day.
Okay, but you said they're not good. They don't know they're in pain, but you just said that they're going to be better. They know that they're going to be better.
No, they don't know that they don't know they're gonna be better. They think they just have the pain. They limping. You know, the sheep they limping. When they limping, don't go to the caretaker. They still limping. They limping until well, they still gonna suffer. Yeah, even though when we try to catch them, they don't want to be catch. Yeah, because for them is suffering. They suffer, and until the suffer is not stopping, until the pain is not stopping, they're gonna continue suffering.
Okay, but what about intelligent animals that have a social complexity, like dolphins, elephants? They will go to humans if they are in pain.
Can we know? Depending. Not all, but the animals that you eat, most of the time, they suffer more than humans. And again, dolphins don't have the concept of time. They have carpe diem, let's say, day to day. They just know that today exists, and they live to the fullest. That's why we need to learn a lot about animals. We forgot that part of being an animal. Yeah.
But a dolphin will go to a human if it is in danger.
Oh no, not necessarily. Or maybe the other way around. They run away from humans because they know they're danger. Do you know what I'm saying? So the same thing for animals. Like no deer will come close to you because you can be a predator, isn't it? They don't go, oh yeah, please help me. No, they won't.
Well, I saw a study about orcas. They
Alright.
know they're stronger than humans and bigger, and they could eat them, okay? They're extremely intelligent, and they will go to humans if they're endangered.
That's good, but they still don't have the concept of time. And they still don't have the concept of, they may be more intelligent, they may think, oh, the human can help me, but they still don't have the relief that they're going to be fine or they're going to be cured until they don't feel better. Say, you understand? And especially the animals that you eat, if they put them in horrible situations like slaughterhouses, they are going to suffer since the moment they go into the truck. They don't know where they're going. They're scared. They fear. They don't have food. They are in a weird environment. Then go upload them in the, in the slaughterhouse. They're going through the corridors. They hear screams, blood, feces, everything around. Nothing nice about the environment of a slaughterhouse. And they know what they're going, definitely, because they're not stupid. Animals sense things, obviously. They know they're gonna be something wrong is gonna happen to them. And we do that when we don't have to do it. So why are still you supporting this?
Well, chickens, as you know, they have been domesticated to be food.
That doesn't
Yes.
mean anything. So dogs as well.
No, but they have been domesticated through generations of breeding.
Yeah, dogs has been domesticated for thousands of years to be bred as a food source as well.
Yes, but dogs, they have been also domesticated to fight other dogs.
Yeah, so is that okay? Dogs fighting dogs because
Yes,
of human
because-
entertainment?
No, because back in the day, other dogs, aggressive ones, tried to attack humans.
No, when we have dog fighting in the UK and then we abolish dog fighting, why do you think people abolish dog fighting?
No. I mean, in the Stone Ages.
Yeah, we're not in the Stone Age. We're in 2026. Can we go back to the 2026?
Yeah, but I'm talking about domestication as well. And you said dogs fighting other dogs. Is that okay?
Domestication don't justify anything. Domestication is just simply like animals that they cannot depend. They depend on humans. They create a bond with humans. It's even worse because these animals they trust you and we just betray them. Imagine if I going around rescuing dogs from shelters, giving a couple of months to fatten up, and then because after they trust me, I just betray them and send them to the slaughter. How would you feel about that?
Well, chickens to this day are being slaughtered. So it's the same as a dog.
So will you be okay for me to rescue dogs and then fat them up and send them to slaughter?
Well, no.
Why?
Well,
That is the purpose that I give to the dog. Do I have the right to decide what is going to be the life of this dog, or do you think the dog is an individual? They should have their own life, and they should have control over their own life, like the chicken.
Well, if you have a dog and you've known it for long, obviously you're not going to eat it. But for a chicken, you know it's clean because it has been clean, processed.
But you're talking about clean? Chickens are filthy as shit. I mean, you never been outside the slaughterhouse, isn't it?
But they have been cleaned.
What do you mean clean? What do you mean clean?
They have been cleaned to be eaten.
What do you mean clean?
There's no bacteria.
There's no bacteria in chicken. You're joking right now. You're joking right now, isn't it? So about Frankenstein chickens, what's happening in the sheds? Have you ever seen any footage? The most filthy or disgusting environment that you can find in any farms are chicken farms. Like literally, they live in feces, shit. They cannibalize each other. They live in horrible conditions. Chickens' diseases spread around. Chickens dying around because they cannot walk and stand having water and food. No, they are not clean at all. It's just disgusting, filthy, and most chickens are sick. They have ammonia bones. I've been outside the slaughterhouse All chickens looks awful. Some of the chickens already dead. Like, and let me tell you one thing: these chickens were going to the gas chamber. Do you think the guys are gonna look for the dead chickens? They just don't give a shit. If that chicken died from an illness, they're gonna put it in the food chain. You're gonna eat a dead, sick chicken.
Okay, but if someone orders a KFC, will the chicken they eat, will they get sick?
Most likely, you are eating sick chickens from KFC. Yeah, 100%. I'm
Do
telling
most
you.
people get illness
A lot of
every
people.
day?
You don't know that.
Or just a
You
rough
hear
estimate?
about E. coli or people when they have food poison? Food poison is something very common, by the way.
Well, yes, but it depends if it's cooked or not.
Doesn't matter. You can still have food poison by a sick chicken. Like people when they eat cows with mad disease, some people die because they eat cows that they have mad disease. Yeah.
Well, the product should say that.
Sorry? No.
The product should say that.
What do you mean the product should say that? No, the problem is that you don't know. They're not going to test every single chicken. They're not going to test every single cow. They're not going to test every single pig. They do some testing, a couple of maybe 4 or 5 chickens, or the farm, boom, food chain. And you may eat a sick chicken or chicken with E. coli. Yeah, but that is not the case. Even if it's clean animal, it's irrelevant. The chicken wants to live. When you don't have to do it, why are you doing something when it's unnecessary? Someone is gonna be shot in the head or cut their throat or put in a gas chamber because you cannot eat plants.
Well, sorry. Back in the ages, you said there were human zoos.
We are 2026. We're not back in the ages. Okay, go
But
back
there's
to.
human zoos in 2026.
And you're okay with human zoos, I'm assuming.
No, did you say there's human zoos in 2026?
No, 100 years ago.
Yeah, so back to 100 years ago, do you think the current prime minister, for example, a monarchy, democracy, it depends on what their ideology supported.
Yeah, so you never was able to choose what ideology you have. It was a given to you. You've been born in a violent ideology. Yeah, you've been born and raised in a violent ideology, because there are other ideologies, non-violent ideologies like Buddhism, for example, or Hinduism. They respect animals. However, you were unlucky to be born in a society that don't care about animals well. They don't care about animals, definitely. They use them as resources, as whatever they want. And that is what you've been told. That's what all the lies that you've been told so many years. Now I introduce you to a different way of living. I was like you. What do you think? I was eating anything. Like, even if I'm going to Asia, I will go in eating dog. That was me. Yeah, but then I was also called myself animal lover. I love animals. I love nature, that kind of shit. And then it was hypocritical. I cannot love animals and eat animals. That makes no sense. Yeah. There is no such thing as domesticated animals and not domesticated animals. They're animals. Doesn't matter if they're domesticated or not. They want to live. They don't want to die. And they don't understand the concept of domestication. For them, their life is precious, like your life is precious to you.
Okay, but what about cultural dishes that have animals in them?
Like dog.
Yeah, like dog, chicken, stuff.
Yeah. What about dishes that they have human?
No, like, for example,
like in tribes, they have cannibalism tribes. They just have some human dishes. Is that okay? Because it's cultural.
No, but they are not developed as such.
Doesn't matter. It's their culture. Who are you to tell to not eat human dishes?
Well, their human development index is not as good as yours.
Doesn't matter, because it's their culture. Who are you suddenly to say something about their culture? What I'm trying to explain, just because something is cultural, that doesn't mean it's good. My country is cultural to have bullfighting. Do you think something good about bullfighting?
No, but if you
Right,
think
so
about
it's
it,
cultural. You should be okay with my culture, and why you are suddenly saying that bullfighting is not okay? Why did you say that? You This is what you're saying. You should We shouldn't have an opinion just because something is cultural. That is rubbish. We can't talk about cultures, and if a culture is barbaric and horrible, we should have the right to say something like dog fighting in the UK 100 years ago.
okay, but if that culture ate those dishes, then shouldn't a vegan teach them about veganism because they do not know about it already?
Sorry, I don't understand.
So the culture that eats protein meat, yes.
What's
So
happened?
you know a culture that eats meat. Shouldn't you come to them because they do not know about veganism?
So they've been given this violent culture. Yeah, they don't know anything else. Like a children that, these soldier children that they've been trained to kill humans. Yeah, they don't know anything else. They know that it's okay to shoot other people. Well, you can just tell them it's not right, and you can tell them what they're doing is wrong, and you can try to reprogram them into a violent, into a peaceful ideology. Now, what we're doing here is trying to give you the choice to change your ideology from a violent ideology to a peaceful ideology, because you didn't have the choice when you were a child. You were forced to accept a violent ideology. Do you understand? When you were a child, you didn't have the choice to be vegan, or your parents didn't give you the information to be vegan. They told you the lies, that it's normal, that it's fine, we need to eat animals. The animals are happy and humane and alive, in all these crap things. Now I'm telling you, throw this thing through the window because it's stupid and just stupid excuses that they told you to believe. You can live vegan, healthy, happy, without causing harm to animals, without exploiting animals for anything. Why you wouldn't go and change if it's something good and positive?
Okay, so there's a study about like around 300 years ago. There was a tribal group in Central Asia that always ate meat. They attacked another group that only ate crops, and the other group was significantly weaker. Why is that?
Why you coming to a study of 300 years ago? We have currently studies that talking about plant-based diet, that talking about actually there is no relevant difference in between plant protein and meat protein. Like, you can read and check it out. There is no relevant difference in terms of protein. That is even, for example, the last, for example, one last study has been done very, very recently, as actually even the vegans, when they got exactly even less protein, they still didn't have any relevant difference in terms of muscle, or calcium and bones and nothing. So it's not, and this study proof again that just because you eat meat, you're not going to be healthier. In fact, meat also comes with completely other things that you don't want to have, like cholesterol, trans fats, uh, cause of high risk in cancer, for example, risk in cancers. There is no plants that cause they have high risk in cancer, for example, but meat has, because it's a lot of full of parasites, bacteria, things that you don't want to eat, to be honest. Yes, so no, it's not relevant difference between plant-based diets and meat diets. Has been a lot of athletes now switch to plant-based diets, and they're beating records. Djokovic, for example, the tennis player, he won the medal, the Olympic medals, and beating all the meat eaters. Um, Three medalists the last Olympic Games were vegan. And obviously, it's not like you will say, oh, but why not all are vegans? Because not all athletes are vegan, not all athletes are educated. Maybe still have this whole mentality, and most people are non vegans. But we have strongest men, we have people, bodybuilders, we have people who go gym. I know people who go to the gym and work hard, and they're completely fine. It's just about to educate yourself how you have to eat, and that's it.
Okay, so do you think everybody on the earth should be vegan?
Yes. So what I'm trying to say with yes means veganism is a mindset. All right. It's a mindset where you don't see animals as resources. Now, let's say, for example, if you live in a country where you don't have access to food and you really need to eat animals, but you still have the mindset, even if you still eating animals, you still will be classified as vegan because it's as far as possible. As soon as you have the mindset, but what is wrong is when you don't have the ability, when you have the ability to be vegan and not consuming animal products and you're still doing it. That is what is wrong. When you have a choice, you should choose to not exploit animals.
So if everyone here was vegan, wouldn't the food chain break?
So the food chain will include cannibalism.
No. Carnivore eats herbivore.
No.
Herbivore eats plants.
Yeah, but first of all, also other animals eat their own species from time to time. So cannibalism will be part of it. So you will have to accept that humans can eat other humans. The food chain doesn't include ethics in the equation. We are not part of the food chain. So otherwise, you will put dogs as the part of the food chain as well. Cats, rats, squirrels, any animal around, dolphins, whales, polar bears. And I don't think so people eat these animals because of ethical reasons. So the food chain is just happening in nature. You know, in nature, you live in a city, you live in a place where you can go to the shop, you don't go to hunt. Yeah, so the food chain is a human concept for understand nature, but we are not part of the food chain. We're not hunting. We go into the shop, buy food, groceries, and go home.
Okay, but like, for example, cannibalism. Do you think a virus is like cannibalism? Because they both need something to feed off and kill.
Sorry, so you can eat perfectly fine human flesh. You just don't have to eat the organs or the brains. You won't have any problem.
No, but about a virus, like rabies, for example, it's the same kind of like cannibalism. They both need a host and to eat and kill.
But I don't understand about what you're talking about. Are you advocating now for cannibalism?
No, I'm saying that virus and a cannibalism is quite equal.
Is what?
Equal.
What do you mean equal?
They're the same. They need the same thing.
I just don't understand. Sorry, I completely don't get it now what you're talking about. Can you give me an example of what you're trying to explain to me?
Okay. So cannibalism, it needs someone to eat, right? It can be the same species.
Yeah, you can eat your own species. And some animals eat their own species.
And a virus needs cells to eat off and live.
Yeah,
correct?
Virus are not animals, so I'm not against.
No, they're not animals, but they work the same as cannibalism, correct?
And what are you talking about now? That we should keep the virus alive? I just don't understand your point.
No, but I'm saying that they're both the same.
What do you mean both the same?
Because you're saying that cannibalism breaks the food chain.
No, I didn't say that. I say cannibalism is part of the food chain. So now, are you okay with the food chain? So if someone can you eat your family, you will be completely fine because someone, is part of the food chain. So it will be perfectly fine to unalive humans for food, I'm assuming, because of the food chain.
Well, wouldn't a virus also kill off a human of the food chain?
That is not cannibalism.
But it works the same, doesn't it?
No. But I'm asking you again, are you pro-cannibalism? So if someone is stronger than you or your family, it's okay to come inside your house and allow your whole family because of the food chain. Do you think if they're going, let's say Jeffrey Dahmer went to the judge and say, you know what, mate, other animals cannibalize each other. So sorry, why you even try to put me in jail? It's the food chain. Do you think the judge will say, Jeffrey, You're right. Forgot about the food chain. You're free to go. You can continue
Well,
with humans.
if everyone is vegan, do you think cannibalism would be alright?
No, no, we are against the exploitation and not pro food chain. You are the person who wants the food chains. I don't want the food chains because the food chains will not include ethics. I'm vegan because of ethical reasons, and you're just giving me excuses that they are not ethical. They're not talking about ethics whatsoever. The food chain is not ethical at all. Means if you are weak, I can eat you. That is not ethical whatsoever. If I see a dog with an injury, I say, ooh, food. That is horrible. It's not ethical, isn't it? So I'm not pro food chain. I'm the other way around. You are the one trying to justify eating animals because of something like a concept that humans has created in their brains to understand nature that is not even using ethics.
Okay. Anyways, I have to go sleep soon.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I encourage you to watch Dominion for you to understand what you're paying for. So it's footage of farms and slaughterhouses. You have a link in my bio if you want to check.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Have a lovely day. Right. Again, when we're talking about the food chain, remember, does not include ethics. Please do not use the food chain because it's just make you like not very ethical. Sorry. The food chain will include dogs and cats as well. They're your favorite animals that you don't want to be on the food chain, isn't it? Poor dogs and cats. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to change to John's account because I think this account is a bit, because I have a few bans in the past, maybe they just don't promote this account as much. I've noticed a lot of vegans have no problems to removing tribal rights. What do you mean tribal rights? What rights? You have, if a tribal rights is eating humans, then you won't want to remove that right from that tribal rights to eat humans as well, isn't it? You will be okay with that. If a tribe, stone humans to death, you will be okay with that, isn't it? You will say, yeah. If they're doing something barbaric, you still go ahead with that. You exploit. Exploit means you use someone for your selfish reasons. You exploit animals. You see them as resources. They're not resources. They're living beings like you. But I can see that you don't want to talk, isn't it? I don't have the guts to speak with a vegan. We believe in ethics, in ethical process. Yes, I believe in ethical analyzing humans. Makes any sense? No, isn't it? It's just making nonsensical things. For the victim don't give a shit about your process. They just don't want to be unalive. Full stop. People say of my country, my culture, the bullfighting is a cultural thing. It's nice to torture bulls because my culture, yeah. We should keep full fighting, isn't it? We should not even think what we're doing is right or wrong. Why to think? Because we should be robots, isn't it? Yeah, you live in a city for sure. So let's have a look. I'm arguing for giving animals rights, so I'm talking about veganism. What's her point? Why is she not vegan? I'm vegan. You're not. Oh gosh, we have a few trolls now in YouTube. Great. So I'm gonna change from TikTok to another account. It's called Radical Vegan. I encourage you to go to that account because I think TikTok is a bit silly with this account. Sorry guys, in YouTube, we're gonna go to another account that may have more traction than this one. Sometimes it's just TikTok is so silly. Meanwhile, do you have any question, guys, in YouTube? Yeah, let's have a look. What? Why you eating flesh? Why you eating someone else? Chop body parts? Why you cannot just eat plants and be a decent human being? Yeah. Why is it stopping you from being a decent human being? Just wanted to know. Oh, sorry. Why? Oh, is John doing a live now? Oh my god. This John doing a live. Hold on, let me just have a look. Wait a second, guys. Oh yeah, he's doing a live. I didn't know that. Holy moly, he's on a live TikTok. Oh fucking hell, he has 88 people. What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, definitely John's account is better. Me just fighting for 5 people in the chat. Can you believe? Okay. I'm gonna try to restart my account a little bit. I'm going with Queen Vegan Talks again. But I'm gonna go with another thinking. All right. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to change. Humans take tweet them. Is my question coming through? Which question? You didn't ask any question. Oh my god. What's going on? You asking 3 times. No, you don't ask any question. I literally have very little chat. You didn't ask any question. It's a word ban. I didn't put any ban. Hi. We doing like TikTok plus YouTube channel. Interesting. Are there 3 of my questions not sent? No, no, even 1 question. Maybe YouTube. I don't have any ones. Sometimes YouTube and TikTok are silly and they filter things. So no, maybe it has been. Yeah, I'm telling you, very restrictive later on. Okay, yeah, you can reward. Hi people from TikTok, also on YouTube. We are doing live stream of both channels, YouTube and TikTok. I just restarted live. I was going to Radical Vegan, but John is doing a great live TikTok with so many people, crazy. Are you morally fine unaliving humans in permanent vegetative state that are not sentient for consumption? No, that's weird. We don't. I won't see humans as resources. As I say, veganism is about to see animals as no resources. I wouldn't eat an animal that just died naturally. Mhm. Would you not be fine with it if they are not sentient? Vegans are against the exploitation of animals. Doesn't matter if they are sentient or not. In the definition of veganism, they don't say just because they're sentient. Like we will also against eating oysters or bivalves. Not just because they are not sentient, that doesn't mean we should give them. We should not respect them. So we're eating plants because they're not animal. Obviously, that may be the major reason, but obviously, in a hierarchy, if you have to put in a hierarchy, they will put animals top of plants all the time. What? You will have by eating any non-animal like Avengers. You will find. I don't know what is Avengers. Sorry. I'm not English, so I don't know what is an Avenger. Let me have a look. First time I hear about this. They refer to team of superheroes. What? So that is something that don't exist in reality. So why should I even care about this? Yeah, but that is not even a real. And the Avengers, I'm assuming they have a brain. It's a tree who has a brain. Yeah, but we live in the reality. So that is the reason why you're not vegan because of Avengers. That's kind of a weird, bizarre reason. Never heard something like that. Imagine if someone say, because in the Avengers people grape each other, so it's fine to grape because in this fiction thing, so the veganism is about do not exploit animals. Then you have human rights. I never heard something about Avengers rights. That's what I'm trying to say. That is not existing. If there is existing, suddenly these sentient beings, these trees are sentient, so then we will have to consider and we will have to create different morals, maybe for these particular individuals. Yeah. But because we don't have this at the moment, it's silly to talk about something that is still not in here. So why do you set a moral standard for animals? Because I think we are also animals, and because we have the capacity to understand, and we have the capacity to feel. Well, they have emotions, feelings. There's no difference in between you and a pig, basically. No, yes, exactly. We are against the exploitation of animals. That's what we are for. Again, sorry. So I think TikTok today is a bit silly with my account, not with John's account. So you are an animal, yes? So why should I give you the right to live? Explain to me. Why are you so important? Why should I give the right to a human to live? Why so important? Because we have to understand, if you're against oppression, you should be against all kind of oppression. Yeah, not just to humans. That is discrimination. Yes, even if they are not sentient, yeah, because that is what veganism is stand for. No, because veganism, it don't say anything about plants. Voldemort's veganism don't say anything about plants. Why do I draw the line about animals? Because if I even go into the conclusion of plants are sentient or whatever, still the most ethical thing to do would be to eat plants, because the animals eat 3 times their weight in plants, or in terms of cows, even 16 times more plants. So it will be more ethical, with all due respects, to eat plants straight rather than to eating animals, plants, and everything. So that is definitely more unethical. I know veganism doesn't, but why not you? Because I'm following that ethics. I read about it and I think it was a good thing to do. That's it. I don't even have to explain to you. In farms, perhaps you could have no, because wild animals, what do you think, eat air? They also eat plants. Why follow the ethics? Because I think I have empathy, and I realize actually if I want to treat with respect humans, why I don't want to treat with respect other animals that are similar to me? Why is the reason of discrimination? Why should I discriminate based on shape form? Now answer me, why you discriminate on shape form? And answer the question, please. Can you answer the question? Why are you discriminating based on shape form? Now you have to answer questions as well. No, because wild animals still eat plants. Hello? Wild animals don't eat air. Wild animals eat plants. Why you discriminate based on shape form? Just because they are different than you, or they have less IQ. Why you discriminate based on IQ or abilities? Are you an ableist? Okay, let's have a look. We have one person here in the box. What? Yeah, but you still eating plants. This is was your point about plants bullshit. So still you are eating an animal. They still eat more plants. Hello? Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Your age, please.
I'm 22.
Great. So what is the definition of veganism?
Y'all think that it's bad to harm slavery and anything bad to an animal or any species, any sentient being.
We are against the exploitation of animals because it's unnecessary. We are against the exploitation for animals in terms of food, clothes, entertainment, animal testing, and any other form of exploitation. We don't see animals as objects, we see them as individuals with characteristics as similar as humans. So that's why we don't have to do it. So why to exploit animals when we don't have to?
Food, finances, vegan things can be more expensive than meat. Let's say you buy
A lobster?
you buy, let's say,
Lobster?
what?
Lobster is cheap, no?
No.
Oh, I thought being vegan it was from the privilege. That's why when you go into the restaurant and you order the steak, it's cheaper than order the salad, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you
I'm asking you the question. What did you think in the menu is more
I'm
expensive?
speaking.
What is more expensive, the chicken? Sorry, what is more expensive, the steak or the salad?
The salad, but if you buy a deer.
Sorry,
tag
I'm
and
asking
hunt
you a
the deer, it's
question.
lot
So
more
when you went to a
it's lot
restaurant,
cheaper.
when you went to a restaurant, what is more expensive, the steak or the salad?
The more expensive the steak.
Oh, I thought it was expensive, the salad. The salad is the most expensive item in the menu. In the supermarket,
But when you buy a deer tag,
in the
when you
supermarket,
buy a deer tag,
in the supermarket, the cheapest foods in the planet is plant-based.
not if it's plant-based meat, plant-based cheese, plant-based.
You don't need to eat plant-based meat. You can eat chickpeas, lentils, legumes, pulses.
Yeah, but when you go buy a deer tag and go hunt it yourself and go process it yourself, you only pay for the deer tag if you're processing it yourself. That will give you
Yeah, the same reason.
20
If
pounds of meat.
if someone is going and hunting a human, of course it's gonna be free, but that doesn't make it ethical, isn't it?
It is ethical. It matters how you hunt it. If
A
you
human.
shoot it in the heart, it will die.
So
less
if
than
you
a
shooting a
minute.
human in the heart, it's okay, isn't it?
I said animal.
Yeah, humans are animals.
Yeah, like a deer or
Like a human.
Is it do we just regularly hunt humans?
Humans are made of meat.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
can you eat that without getting sick?
Yes, you can. You just have to eat the flesh, not the organs or the brain.
You can't.
Yes, not just.
No,
You don't
can't.
have to. You should read more. It's you don't.
Get sick.
No. You have to eat. You don't have to eat the organs or the brain. You will be totally fine if you eat just the flesh.
You actually get hurt if you don't eat.
Okay, what about? Okay, I need to feed my dog. Why I don't hunt humans to feed my dog? Is that okay?
Okay, so when someone can't afford to go to a grocery store,
yeah, I cannot afford to feed my dog. I cannot afford to feed my dog. I have to hunt humans.
I'm speaking.
Yeah, I just said giving you your pathetic thing. So you cannot afford to have a fucking rifle that is fucking expensive, to buy gas and to buy a license, to pay petrol to go to the deer hunting, and you just stay hours until you find a deer. All this time and money and time that you're spending in doing these deer things, the hunting, you can work.
You can walk, yeah. You can go to your
Right. So instead of spending 3 hours waiting, 4 hours waiting for a deer to appear.
Sounds like a blast.
Sorry?
Sounds like a blast. I'd love to do that right now.
What do you mean?
I love hunting.
You love being a psychopath.
I love unaliving deer to eat them.
That sounds psychopathic, yeah, to me. Like, don't have empathy.
Yeah,
don't have empathy for someone else. Yeah.
If it's psychopathic, then why would the lawmakers make laws? Why would the lawmakers make seasons for deer, laws?
Yeah, because you live in a society that is violence towards animals. You just been raised as a violent humans. You've been desensitized from violence. Yes.
I mean, you're the one who's saying that we need to. I'm a psychopath, but I follow the laws because of mating seasons. The deer being pregnant.
Just because the law say you can do something, that doesn't make it ethical. In the USA, you have as a law that you can have a slave. If you were back in the days, you have a slave at your home for sure, because it's the law.
Yeah, it may not be ethical, but it's.
So you will have a slave in your house if you could.
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't back in those times.
They say if slavery was ethical right now, you will have a slave at home, isn't it? Because it's legal.
When did I say slavery was ethical? You're just putting words in my mouth.
Just because something is legal, that doesn't make it ethical. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Right. Just because
So,
right now it's legal to hunt animals in your country, because not in all the countries hunting is legal. There are other countries that is illegal, and some cities,
Yeah.
for example, in the
Do-
world, actually is even not allowed and is forbidden, and you can get jail time by unaliving animals or eating animals. Do you know that these places exist in the
certain
world?
type of animals,
Sorry?
like for U.S. volleyball.
No, there are parts of the world in India.
India.
There are parts of the world in India. If you eat animals, you will go to jail.
Good for them, I guess.
Yeah.
Why
So
would
in
you
this
live
case,
there?
what I'm trying to say, just because something is legal or illegal, that doesn't make it ethical or unethical. Yeah, you need to think with your brain.
Do you eat rice?
Yes, it's an animal.
They're
It's
supporting
not an
slavery.
animal.
They're supporting slavery.
Oh, really?
They're still
How?
humans. I think humans have more.
So you're telling me these people don't get paid, no?
They get paid. They get paid. I think 10 times less than U.S. workers do for minimum
We
wage.
still get paid and they
7 cents an
consent.
hour.
They get paid and they
In
get
China,
they get paid and their
in China,
consent is consensual.
Same.
It's
with
consent and
strawberries,
it's
bananas,
consensual. They accept this job.
chocolate. That's all slavery.
You also support you also support slavery.
They also
You're also
sometimes
supporting
cows.
3 times more slavery than me. Do you want me to prove you?
They also sometimes use cows to plow the dirt. That's slavery for animals, which you just believe in. So please tell me, who's worse, me or you? You supporting slavery by eating all this?
You are a psychopath that's shooting animals. You're worse than a person that buy meat from the supermarket.
I don't buy meat from the supermarket.
Yeah, you're worse than a person that buy meat from the supermarket.
Oh, so I'm worse by ethically unaliving an animal?
Because at least the person who goes to the supermarket, they're not aware, they just are disconnected. They don't unalive the animal. If they have to do themselves, they won't do most likely. Let me finish. I'm talking, please. Let me finish. However, you are conscious, you see the animal alive, running. You don't have any remorse, no empathy. You shoot them in the head, the heart, wherever you shoot them. You don't have any empathy for this animal, no remorse whatsoever. You are psychopathical behavior. The person that's going to the shop, they just definitely, most people don't want to do it, but they're doing because someone else is doing it for them. Yeah. So to me, you are worse than a person that buy meat in the supermarket, mentally talking.
I'm worse than someone cutting the throat of an animal, letting them bleed out upside down, but me shooting them in the heart.
Oh yeah, like you never miss the shot, isn't it? I spoke with a lot of hunters. Please don't tell me, don't tell me rabbits. No, you don't miss shots because animals don't move. They're status like that. Yeah, animals they move, and sometimes you miss the shot and you may hit the leg, and this poor animal is limping for maybe miles. Sometimes these animals will suffer. Maybe you won't find the animal, and this animal will suffer with the leg and with the blood and all that. Yeah, that is fucking disgusting to me. When you don't have to do it. Yeah, you don't have to do it. It's unnecessary violence. Why you want to be violent towards animals? Yeah, and you're not just eating animals from the deer season. You also eat animals from the supermarket because the deer season is just once a year.
No, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I don't buy anything from the supermarket.
Right. So you just eat one deer a year.
No, I buy it all from farm stands.
Great. So you buy still meat from somewhere else.
Yeah, but it's a lot more local.
Still, you buy meat from somewhere else. So you support the farming industry. Sometimes. So you also support this. You are the same person like people buy in supermarkets.
Actually, I'm not, because people who sell it that are not supermarkets kill them ethically. Unlike
Yeah,
supermarkets who put shit
ethically,
like
yeah.
that in their
There is,
head.
if there is such
That's
thing
exposed
as
to chemicals.
unaliving ethically, then maybe Jeffrey Dahmer was a very nice person. He was drugging the people before unaliving. Is that was ethical for you? He said that he was
I'm
unaliving
confused.
humans
You think
ethically.
Do you think a human or and a cow are the same thing?
No, I think a plant is not the same thing as an animal, and you can eat plants and you
That's
don't
not
have to
my
shoot an
question.
animal. Yeah, that's the point here. You think a human, you think vegans equating animals to humans. I give you the human analogy because you are not able, because you don't have that capacity to empathize with the animal. The only thing that you can empathize is with
Animals are
humans, and I
screaming
have the
too,
doubt
so
about
that's
that as
fair.
well. The only capacity that you have is empathizing with humans. That's why I have to put you the human analogy for you to understand the comparison. Yeah, I'm trying to make.
I mean, the animals are eating your food, so I have to unalive it. I'm saving your food from the animals eating it.
What are you talking
And
about?
they're trespassing on my land. They're trespassing on my land. I don't give them permission to be on my land.
Okay, so if a dog trespasses in my garden, I'm shooting the dog.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Why would you do
If you
that?
want to. I'm not telling you to.
If a human
not telling
trespasses,
you
he
to.
jump in my garden, I shoot him.
I mean, if they're threatening, I would shoot them. I would like them.
Yeah, I understand. You shoot everybody, a human, a kid,
No.
children, a person with learning disabilities. If you jump into your land, you will shoot them in the head as well because you don't have empathy, not even for humans.
The difference is I live in the country and no one comes on my property because I live in the middle of nowhere.
Doesn't matter. What about that person is lost?
If they have a weapon, why would they hold the weapon? I said if they're threatening me, I would light them up.
What about if suddenly they just be covered in blood? They come to your house. You don't know what's happened, but they covered in blood. Will you
If
shoot
they're
them?
covered in blood,
Yeah.
I would call 911 unless they have a weapon. It's that easy. If they have a weapon, they're dying.
Maybe they have a weapon because they've been trying to be unalive them, and they have the knife just in case the guy come back for that person.
There's a very nice law that I love. It's called the Make My Day law. If you yell at them to get off my property and they don't, you're able to shoot them.
Yeah, I know. In America, you have weird laws. I get it. You also put the police as well. Unalive black people. So nice country you live in right now.
You're turning this racist now because I'm white. You think I have racist?
No, I'm talking about Black Lives Matter or what's happened to George Floyd. That's happened in America as well.
I mean, all lives matter.
Sorry. So you're okay
all
with the police? So you're okay. So you're okay with police unaliving black people because they're black?
I mean, yeah, if they're threatening them, but I think all lives matter besides people in the United Kingdom and Canada.
Just because you're black, just stop you the car.
Yeah, you know the percentage of black criminals to white criminals? It's almost double.
Yeah, you're a racist. I have to let you go. Hello?
Hello?
Your age, please.
20.
20. So, what is the definition of veganism? So let me have a look.
Veganism, I believe it's someone who totally abstains from all animal products and is totally against all animal exploitation, right?
Yeah, not just food, all right? Food, clothes, entertainment, animal testing.
Yeah, clothes and
it's because the reason is because it's unnecessary. We have alternatives. So if we have alternatives, we should choose to be ethical. And so,
what if I just grant that it is unnecessary to use animal products, but why is it morally wrong to use animal products?
Because someone is gonna be a slave for you. Do you think slavery is all right?
What did you said? Someone?
Yeah.
No, an animal's not a person, so it can't be slavery.
It's not a thing either. It's not a machine or a table.
You said what?
It's not a machine or a table. It's not that thing.
Yeah, but an animal isn't equivalent to a human.
It's not.
So
I
we would never-
didn't say it's an equivalent. It's someone.
So we
It's
would
an
never
individual.
say an animal is in slavery because it's a false analogy.
It's not a false analogy. Animals are not free. If they are not free, what they are?
Well, it doesn't matter if they're not free because we have dominion over them.
Yeah, that is what Hitler or maybe a dictator will do toward other people who
Well,
are
that's not
inferior to them.
analogous because they would say that about people, but I'm saying this about animals who don't possess souls.
So what you mean they don't possess souls? What's they even
They're not
really?
made in God's image. They don't possess a human soul.
First of all, you need to believe in a God that believes that you need to slaughter
Wait,
animals.
so you're an atheist who takes problem with killing animals? What's wrong with killing animals in an
I
atheist
think
paradigm?
personally, I think atheist people has better moral than religious people. Religious people will.
But I'm asking you, in an atheism, what's telling you?
Do you
that's
understand?
morally
Do you understand atheists still can understand logic more? Actually, they use their
wrong?
own
You can't
brain.
justify logic.
Let me tell you one thing. Religious people don't even use logic. They just follow a book because they cannot use their own brain.
Can you tell me where the law of identity comes from as
Sorry?
an atheist?
Sorry,
Where do you get the law of identity?
what do you mean?
The law of identity.
What
You
do
know
you
what
mean?
that is, the law of logic?
I don't know what you mean. Sorry.
Do you know what the laws of logic are?
No.
Okay, so you don't know what the law of identity, you don't know any laws of logic, but you employ them.
I have logic. I am using my brain. I'm not using a book as excuse
Here,
or a
I'll give
cover
you
up.
one. The
You
law
have
of
a book.
identity-
You think a magical book that was written by
No,
humans.
because you're totally.
So you say to me,
knowledgeless. No. Let me say this.
Okay,
because
let's
don't interrupt me.
So stop using books.
I won't
to-
use a book. I'll use philosophy. Here.
Great.
The law of identity states that the thing is identical to itself. So when you say God is God, that's what when you say A equals A, something is something. You employ the law of identity, but you can't tell me where it comes from.
What are you talking about?
So you're totally knowledgeless. You have no.
I
clue.
don't understand what you're even talking about.
Here, another one. Do you know what the law of excluded middle states?
I don't
It
know
dictates
the
whether a
laws of
statement is
logic.
false or
I'm just
true.
using logic, all right?
Yeah, because in philosophy and metaphysics, you as an atheist employ logic every day. You employ the law of identity. You just can't justify it. I'm trying to tell you that.
What's the problem with that?
The problem is you're saying I'm crazy for believing in God, but you believe in logic and ethics, but you can't justify them at all. You're crazy.
What do you mean? So you believe in something that doesn't even exist?
No, you believe in something that doesn't exist.
What do you mean? Can you prove God
You believe in
exists?
logic and ethics, but you can't tell me where they come from.
Where God come from?
God has always been there. He's eternal. But
Where?
you
How
can't
do you
tell me
know
where
that?
logic comes
How do you
from.
know that?
Because it's revealed.
Where?
You're asking, answer my question. I answered two of your
Where?
questions. Answer one of mine.
Where is revealed? Where? To who?
By Jesus.
Where is Jesus now?
I answered three of your questions. Now answer one of mine. Where is
So
the
it's
law
a
of
book
identity come from?
written by some humans.
Wait, I just answered three of your questions, but you can't answer one of mine.
So I already explained to you what I'm
So where
doing.
does the
So
law
me,
of identity
how I'm
come
getting
from?
my logic and my morals is by reading different different civilizations, different forms of living, of morals.
No. I'm asking
I
you
observe
where
it.
the law
Let me
of
finish.
logic
Let me
known as
finish.
the
Let
law
me
of
finish.
identity
Let me
comes
finish.
from.
I'm talking. All right. Please
No,
respect.
this is totally pointless talking.
Please
I'm
me-
telling you.
Okay, I don't give a shit. If you're
Your
here,
yapping is pointless. Let me tell you.
okay, I just don't want to speak with you because you just don't want to respect someone else that is speaking. You're very disrespectful. Hello?
Hello?
Your age, please.
I'm 30.
Right. So what is the definition of veganism?
Somebody with a moral superiority to other people.
Do you think I'm not a superiority because I want to give grants to animals?
No, because you think that people who don't believe what you believe in aren't morally superior.
That is not veganism at all.
Well, your whole concept of morality is based on you being better than other humans. So
it's not at all. In the definition of veganism, we don't say we are morally superior. In the concept of veganism, we are against the exploitation of animals.
but you're
Yeah.
not a vegan.
Let me finish. We are against the exploitation of animals for food, clothes, entertainment, and animal testing because we have alternatives. So if we have alternatives, why we are using and exploiting animals when it's
Well, you use
unnecessary?
petroleum every day. That's
Sorry?
an animal byproduct.
Sorry?
You use petroleum every day. That's
That
an
is
animal
not the
byproduct.
animal. You hear what I say? Animal exploitation. Remember this word exploitation. We don't exploit dinosaurs.
You exploit humans
We don't.
or
exploit.
animals.
Petrol is not made by humans.
Yeah, we bring it out of the dirt. Therefore, we make it.
What are you talking about? So you're saying to me that consuming petrol is against human rights?
Yes, according to vegans.
According to who?
According to a vegan.
No, there is no exploitation in petrol. What are you talking about?
There is no exploitation in petrol and mining, nothing like that. Humans aren't considered animals, I guess.
There is no exploitation in petrol.
Right, there isn't. Like there isn't slaves in the Middle East right now pulling petroleum out of the seas for free.
Yeah, sure, for free. Who told you that?
It's okay. I understand that Italians
Who told you that?
Middle Eastern petrol.
Who told you
It's
that?
okay.
Where's your source?
Carbonara tastes better with guanciale.
Who is your source? What is your source, please?
Carbonara tastes better with eggs.
Exactly. You don't have a source. Yeah? Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I do. It's pretty evident. Journalism tells us all the time.
Yeah, so tell me where's your source. Hello? Of course, you don't have a clue. You're talking about a topic you don't have a clue, isn't it? Exactly. He's the one to engage because he doesn't have the brain capacity to have a conversation, of course. Yeah, I'm from Spain, so I don't know why you're talking about carbonara. I'm not Italian. Of course, he's a racist. He assuming an Italian or something like that. I don't know. Well, mate, I'm not Italian. Let's have a reading some conversations here. Okay, so you're having your conversations here in the YouTube. I don't know why you're talking here now in YouTube. You can go to my chat. Do you want to have a conversation with Voldemort's turban? Do you want to come to the box? Do they have... Hello? Hello?
Okay, so do you know what a carnivore is?
Okay, first of all, you need to tell me what is the definition of veganism.
No, I'm not answering that. I'm asking you.
Great, so you came here and this is my channel. I'm asking you questions first.
Do you know that animals?
So I'm asking you the question, what is the definition of
Animals
veganism?
are the same shit as us.
Can you answer what is the definition of veganism?
Not eating animals?
No.
Then what the fuck is it?
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to educate you for 1 second. Yeah.
Then what is it? Not
So
eating animals, not
we
using animal
are
products, eating plants, like, what the
against,
fuck else?
listen for a second. If you listen, you will learn something new, right? We are against the exploitation of animals for any purpose, food, clothes, entertainment, animal testing, and any other form of exploitation, because it's necessary. We have alternatives, and because we have alternatives, we don't have to put animals in that conditions. Animals are individuals and not things for us to use.
Yeah, but why do you have to force veganism onto other people?
What do you mean forcing? You came here by force? Someone put you a gun in your head?
No.
Okay, so
You have-
that
why
not
are
forcing
you-
anything and having a conversation is called freedom of speech.
Why
If
aren't
you don't
thinking
want,
on
let
the
me
top left?
let me speak. If you don't want to talk, if you don't want freedom of speech, go in a country where they control you how you think.
Hold on. What should I order from McDonald's?
Sorry.
Should I
Yeah,
a
you can
Big
get
Mac or should I get
McPlant.
a Happy Meal?
You
What should I
can.
get?
You can. Oh, I thought you were a carnivore. Carnivores don't get McDonald's, isn't it? Why you eat a bun?
What do you mean carnivore? I wasn't talking about myself.
So you would say carnivores.
I was talking about animals. Animals eat other animals too.
Yeah, animals rape other animals. Are you a rapist?
No.
So why are you trying to get them,
Animals
your?
have the same
Why are you trying
laws
to
as
get?
humans.
Why are you trying to get your morals from animals in
Animals
the
don't have the
wild?
same brain as humans.
Sorry.
Animals don't have the same logic
I think
as
some
humans.
animals they have higher brain than you.
Animals have a higher brain than me.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, they need more education.
Definitely, I think some animals are more intelligent than you.
Yeah, okay, well, they need more education. Than
Yeah,
just
let me put you in the middle of the jungle and see who is surviving, the jaguar or you.
Jaguar.
Yeah, he's more intelligent than you, isn't he?
Can a jaguar do math problems?
I'm asking you, if you are in the middle of the jungle, who do you think will survive
I'm talking
better,
about IQ.
the
Can a
jaguar or
do math
you?
problems?
And some humans cannot solve problems, so you're gonna eat much people with severe learning disabilities.
What are you talking about?
Some humans cannot solve math problems.
Yeah, okay, well, can a jaguar do 1 + 1? No, he can't.
Neither people with severe learning disabilities are you gonna eat humans with severe learning disabilities.
Yeah, I'm not understanding a word you're saying.
Neither some humans with severe learning disabilities, they cannot solve math problems. Are you saying it's okay to murder? Exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so the vegan anthem, the guy that you're talking here is a debater, bro. So I think it's a bit waste of time. He just didn't give a shit about animals. He doesn't have empathy for animals. So don't waste your time with that guy. It's this kind of debater, bros. They just want to debate. They just don't even care about what they're talking about. Hello?
You think bacon tastes good?
Dog bacon?
Yeah, do you think it tastes good?
Human bacon.
Yeah.
Your mother bacon.
Do you think that pigs taste good? Yes or no?
Your mother bacon?
It's a genuine question.
I'm asking you, your mother bacon tastes good?
I don't know.
If your mother tasted good, is that okay to put your mother in a gas chamber?
Are you okay?
I'm asking you, what do you think the animals that you eat goes?
Yeah, but normal people.
I'm asking you the question.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, you're weird.
Yeah, great, mate. Do you understand that pigs go to gas chambers? They scream in pain for your fucking 5 minutes of sensory pleasure.
You enjoy the taste of eating pigs.
So if someone enjoy the flesh of your mother, they will be fine. It will be fine, isn't it? Because sensory.
Yeah, sure, they're called animals. They exist.
Oh, so you think Jeffrey Dahmer was a cool guy?
I don't know. Is that relevant?
Yeah, but he liked the taste of human flesh.
I'm sure there's plenty of other people that do too.
No, he just wanted to eat humans.
What do you think your total logged hours of TikTok is?
Sorry?
In your entire life?
Sorry?
What do you think your entire hours of logged TikTok hours are on your phone?
I don't even understand what you're saying.
You have multiple accounts and you're here like every single day.
Yeah.
You should be more concerned about your mental health than like advocating for animals. You're not going to change anything by doing these lives. In fact,
so I actually have a guess. Like literally. Let me finish because you are very disrespectful.
I'll see you tomorrow because you'll still be
here. Yes, because you're a freaking idiot. Actually, I was like, but you come in and still going here. Why is that? Why is bothering you? Why you don't go to other channels? Actually, we have 2 days ago a person who was having a conversation with me like a normal human being, like a person that is open-minded. He watched a Minion and now he's vegan. After we have the conversation, have 2 conversations today in the street, one pescatarian, one vegetarian, and another vegan. So in 1 week already have 3 people minimum go vegan, plus all the other people that they don't tell you they're going vegan. A lot of people, they're not going to tell you they go vegan. Yeah, so I have a lot of people who reach me out that say they went vegan. Yeah, so you just believe whatever you want. It's just conscious people, or the people who is open to the message, the ones that are going to change. People like you, they're not going to change because they have a closed mindset. Okay, the YouTube comments. Okay, I think you still have the debate around, isn't it? I like, guys, that you have also conversations in the chat. That is helping as well to reach more people. Yeah, that's good. We having him tomorrow want to come over, just if it's just dog. If we, or human as well. If it's pig, no, I don't like pigs. Just dogs, cats, humans, maybe. I will think about. Oh, these people are just stupid. No, I'm not eating pigs. I'm just eating cats and dogs. And maybe humans. Yeah. So it's a bit late. I didn't even realize about the timing, to be honest. So what we are gonna go, guys. And anyway, there's not many people now in the channel. So we are gonna go, and tomorrow we're gonna be doing AV. And so have a lovely day, guys. Watch your minion link in bio. See you in another moment. Let's do first TikTok. Bye. Anyway, just two people. So and in the YouTube, I know you're having an amazing conversation here. Maybe you can just have you can exchange your or follow each other and have a conversation, you too, but don't waste your time to begin anything with that guy. He's just a debate bro, to be honest. It's just don't give a shit, to be honest, about animals. He's just trying to win a debate. As usual, this kind of people is like, I just don't give a shit. They just blah, 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 blah. And just trying to win a debate. Like, oh, look, oh. It's just bullshit. It's just lack of reality and lack of emotions, and it's just nothing interesting to me when someone just to win a debate or blah blah blah. This is not winning a debate. Imagine if you were a slave owner, yeah, and you were trying to defend child abuse or child slavery. I mean, with logic or whatever you're talking about, I will still say, what the fuck are you talking about, man? This is just ridiculous. That's what I think about this guy. Anyway, thank you for being here. It was been 2 hours and 42 minutes. That's great. Have a lovely day, guys. Watch Dominion. There's no link in bio, but you can watch in YouTube Dominion or Earthlings or Land of Hope and Glory. There is 3 different documentaries that you can watch about what's happening to the animals in farms and slaughterhouse. Maybe see you tomorrow in AV. What was I going to say? In AV. In AV London. Have a lovely day. I don't know where's my brain now. Have a lovely day. Bye. Lamb, Bretarnes. Have a lovely day. See you maybe tomorrow. Bye.